How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic spooky season. Today I'm going to be reacting to Goose Pimples. This is 9 scary videos, more baffling than your tax bill. It's gonna be spooky, I hope. This is a smaller, I say it like that, a smaller YouTuber, because definitely bigger than me. Definitely has a lot more subscribers than me, which is fantastic. Don't mind it. But if you have not heard of Goose Pimples, go give him some love. Go give him a like, a share. Go subscribe to their channel, his channel, her channel, them's channel. I don't know. Whatever. The point is, go give him some love. This is about a month out. So, yeah. It's not his newest video, so you can still give him some love on his newest video, and then in about a couple weeks, in about a week, I'll react to one of his newer videos, and by newer I mean less than a month, but more than a couple weeks. I just just so he can give some time to get his own views and whatnot, and then I come swooping in and like, hi, just like this, hi. I'm here to watch your video, yeah. Like I said, go give Goose Pimples some love. As always, link to every video that I watch is in the description down below if you want to go check out specifically the video. But there's also this channel as well. You can just click on his channel. Like, I just literally give him some love. And I don't know why it's down here like this, but let's check it out. Here we go.
Your motion sensors blaring up like crazy, only to look through your live security feed and find something so bizarre it makes you question if you're still dreaming.
Like a child.
At the terrifying sight this man saw in his front yard.
Yo, what is up with this music, dude? The fuck? Very much could be a child, honestly. A child that grew up very quickly.
As he goes through the feed, he sees this strange figure walking around nonchalantly at stupid o'clock. But that isn't the scariest detail about the footage. The woman, or whatever it was,
was
donning an attire straight out of the 18th century. While the grainy video makes it easy to discuss,
I thought it was a fat person that
trying to give us the runaround. What if it was something way more sinister? Besides, why would anyone dress up in period clothing and wander around other people's property at such an ungodly hour?
Hey, people are crazy.
Could his camera have captured the apparition of an age-long terror? With very little known about the location,
what, like a vampire?
Backstory, we'll leave this eerie mystery for you to decide.
I don't believe in vampires. I like the idea.
Downpour.
They're kind of cool.
You've heard of hail, ashes, and maybe
but
even meteorites falling from the sky.
Not real life
People
vampires.
in this neighborhood witnessed something utterly ridiculous and straight out of apocalyptic prophecy dropped right out of the blue.
What?
Trust me, you've got
Locust?
to see this to believe it. Take a look.
What the hell? People be giving free dinners?
These neighbors watched in total disbelief as fish rained down onto their roads like something straight out of a bizarre fever dream. It's as if a plane carrying a load of fish had crashed, and the fish, without parachutes, just decided to take the plunge. You can just imagine their mix of shock and amusement as they suddenly found themselves with more fish than the luckiest anglers. But seriously, what's going on here?
That is a bit weird.
Supernatural fish frenzy, courtesy of the gods of the sky.
Or
maybe something more down to earth, like a tornado scooping up fish from a nearby river and scattering them everywhere.
Or a tornado scooping up fish from a nearby fisherman.
Fishy phenomenon in the comments.
I'm so happy with fish.
Enjoy scary videos like this, but don't subscribe just yet. We'll earn your subscription by the end of this scary compilation.
Yeah, well, you might have already earned mine.
Witchcraft cleansing. This next video left both skeptics and some believers of the supernatural scratching their heads in confusion. And it did just that for us, as we watched and cringed. Take a look.
Putting your fingers a bit too far back there, bud. What, is that a parasite? Or like a tapeworm?
The man appears to have something stuck in his throat, and the other man crudely uses his hand to extract this thing. Upon inspection and cooperation with the comments about the video, it turns out that the man had hair removed from his throat. How the hell did he get that stuck there? He wasn't experimenting with a new bolognese recipe with hair extensions.
You never know.
As we delve deeper into the video's
I don't know.
origins, we discovered that this healing ritual is quite common in Portugal and Spain. It's believed that these unfortunate individuals are victims of witchcraft, and apparently it's not just hair.
What the fuck? Girl, you are not supposed to be eating frogs. I know some countries do.
This lady
but
fell under such attack, and she vomited what appeared to be a live frog during the cleansing ritual, while some witchcraft victims are trying to take hair out of their mouths. This doll supposedly was all for eating it. Of course, this is only a joke, because that doll must have a mechanism. But still,
you'd think
the hair and animal coming off the throats is something pretty hard to explain.
I thought it was a bug for a second until
it's so popular in countries like Portugal and Spain. What do you think? Have you heard about these stories before?
No.
Number 6.
I was very happy not knowing about them until you brought them up.
Sometimes people spot things so mysterious that they
what the
turn
fuck,
to
man?
social media to find answers, as their own reasoning falls short. The man in the video you're about to watch caught one such baffling sight on his security camera.
The fuck? The hell was that? They naked? I mean, if they are, they don't got no genitalia, it looks like. They're also skinny as hell.
During a routine security footage review, he noticed that his camera caught something that looked like a person on all fours before it swiftly walked away.
Yeah,
Several
almost like it
unsettling
glitched or
details
something.
stood out. The figure, though seemingly human and dressed in clothes, appeared disjointed. Notice how the arms look separated from the rest of the body. Secondly, the image was only visible under infrared night vision, even though the camera had a human detection setting that wasn't triggered. Who or what could this be? Was it just a distorted figure of someone trying to avoid the camera? Could it have been a mechanical fault? An otherworldly? Heck, a cryptid? While we were scratching our heads like a cat on a
No,
scratching
it probably was a
board
cat.
like this one, we
Cats are
found
weird.
This video that would send shivers down the spine of even the greatest skeptic.
Just saying. That's just a naked cat, a naked person. People know how to run on all fours. They could just be high on drugs. Like, what is this dude on? I'm sorry, he has to be on something.
This strange figure was caught snooping around a house before disappearing into thin air. The entity, whatever it was, walked on all fours as it scurried away.
It's just a naked person.
This was just a scrawny, naked man escaping a pretty sticky situation. But what if it was something more sinister? How do you explain the extremely tiny waist or underdeveloped legs? While these were two different instances, could this second video prove that what the man saw on his CCTV was something other than a human?
It was a druggie.
There was nothing more than a skinny man running around like a primitive beast, and the first video was a bluff. Your call.
I'm fine with saying that's a
Number
jug,
5.
naked jug person. Jugged out.
One-man paranormal
Guy.
investigator.
What is that picture?
An apparent haunted location at Stuka Club for your teeming fans is all fun and games until the paranormal comes back to bite you in the ass.
Like literally or metaphorically?
잠깐만.
I thought something was gonna appear in the mirror. I didn't think it was gonna like move. Did he fart or is that him swallowing? Did he? I'm gonna say he farted. Maybe they're trying to tell you to look in the mirror. You know?
Not long after he
Only thing I
made
could think
his way
of.
inside the old abandoned house, he saw the mirror swaying rather rigorously from side to side, and this wasn't as a result of the wind. It felt more like a phantom hand, and when he goes to investigate,
That's what I said. Look in the mirror.
or nothing is there.
사람이니까
Again, you didn't fully look in the mirror. Like your face in the mirror. So you look behind you.
가지마. 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 어?
Following the figure he saw through the door, he goes to check it out, without stopping to think that he might be falling into a trap. Anything for his channel, I guess. But boy, was that the beginning of the downward spiral of an eventful, spooked-filled night.
뭡니까? 뭐
What, the little mirror? Thought I heard a cat.
저기 뭐야? 와.
Also, it's kind of interesting they have a cross. Well, look out there. Help him open it. He's having trouble. This is like a POV kind of horror game.
After following the entity into a quiet room,
See, that's why they need more
dark turn as
360
the stuff
cameras.
on the table starts moving. Soon
So you
joined
just
by the
stick it in
window
there, like,
rattling
anything
ominously.
rather than have to know.
Talk about the calm before the storm. This should have been warning enough for our guy to pack up and leave, proving he wasn't alone in the house.
Nah. He has balls, though.
Someone or something was messing with him. Who knows how long before things get physical.
Let's get physical, physical.
But our guy is not
Let's get
one to back down
physical.
from an unsolved ghost mystery. So,
It's like
he
Scooby-Doo,
pressed on,
but alone.
investigating behind the window, despite trembling like a leaf. He found nothing until this happened.
Yo, but how's he gonna get... What's his escape plan, though? You know?
뭐야? 뭐야?
See, that's what you need to think about. You need... What's your escape plan? Like, your escape plan was through a window?
너 뭐야? 거기 있어. 너 진짜 이씨야. 너 거기 있어.
See, again,
For a
360
grand,
camera.
eerie act, the figure appears behind the door partition, as if taunting him to come closer. However, our intrepid hero pulls a classic
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
and bolts for the exit before things could get ugly. Now, let's analyze his night at this haunted house.
It's exactly what I would have done now. I would have just
Notice
left.
How he sometimes fails to investigate
After that,
moving objects.
I would have
When
left.
he doesn't do it quickly enough. Anyone serious about proving to their fans that there's nothing to hide would be more proactive about showing that they don't have a sidekick, literally pulling the strings. We also found it quite amusing that the ghost seemed more concerned about showing him around the place rather than scaring him off. Not to mention some jump cuts anytime he panned the camera down. Then again, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know why the house was so deserted, with almost everything in place.
Plus the
Perhaps
Japanese,
it was a friendly
so
poltergeist who dabbed in show business while it was alive. But hey, kudos to him for taking these brave expeditions into haunted places many wouldn't dare to venture. Real poltergeist activity, or just another paranormal entertainment? Share your thoughts with us.
see again, and this is exactly why I'm all down for 360
A
cameras.
strange man. When this dude's dog developed a habit of always freaking out at an ungodly hour, he decided to install a security camera to find out why. But
Again,
what
why
he
you always
found
get
only led
dogs.
to more questions than answers. Take a look.
How tall was that guy? Got a flashlight?
We know you must be as confused as we were when we first saw the clip. But don't worry, we'll put some context to what happened here. Apparently, his dog saw this strange figure walking past a house in the dead of the night and went berserks. As
Good dog.
usual. The dog followed this figure before they seemed to vanish into the night. Meanwhile, the owner was also out that night with his flashlight, yet he never recalled seeing anyone. Even though the figure appeared to run towards him, he only discovered this discrepancy weeks later when he reviewed the footage. So, what really happened that night? Could the camera have created an illusion? Did you notice how the left side of the video has a light source, and the other is in the shadow, making it appear obscured or blurry? Could this vanishing act be a result of the figure blending with the background of the darker area? If so, how do we explain why the owner reportedly did not see or hear anyone that day? It's a real head scratcher.
But if your dog's barking,
so we'll
then
leave it to you to decide.
it might be a little bit difficult to hear somebody.
Free,
But
messing with the paranormal. Imagine packing your luggage, ready to explore the most beautiful places in the world, and probably checking some things off your bucket list by visiting all your dream locations, only to decide to see the most secluded areas alone at stupid o'clock. Well, that's the deal of the lady you're about to watch. This is one of those days when she explored Japan after midnight, all by herself.
yeah,
Y la leí completa y al final decía eso, así de que se te va a aparecer persona.
from what I understand, that's not a good idea. From what I've heard, women have been stalked. I've heard that some Asian people have like a light skin fetish in the sense of like white people, like foreigner fetish. So they might be a little bit more inclined to be creepy towards foreigners. Obviously not all. It goes to say that not all, Japanese people or Korean or Chinese or whatever. But when there's a couple or more than a couple, it tends to paint people in a bad light. Look at Americans. Not everyone has a gun, but it's hard not to think so.
Entonces, tampoco creo como mucho en eso. Amigos, estaba en este callejón.
Why?
Alguien asomarse de la ventana y me sacó un pedote. O sea, pudo haber sido una persona real, obvio, pero no sé, qué casualidad que justo cuando estoy hablando de esto aparece ahí alguien. No lo sé, amigos. Ya estoy viendo cosas.
Yeah, don't
Pero
be going
bueno,
down
el
there.
punto es que, pues, esta es la historia de este espíritu. Que, por ejemplo, aquí se les llaman yokai, específicamente a los que te quieren hacer daño, digamos, a los espíritus malignos.
After spending a couple of weeks in Japan, this YouTuber, not Zara, thought it was wise to talk about the various Japanese urban legends, questioning if they held water as she walked through the streets alone. It starts off pretty well, until she gets this feeling that someone is watching her from a window. From there, her senses heightened, and things got pretty intense, fast.
Esta creo que no. O sea, hay unas que me suena que podría ser, pero esta se me hace como muy así de que... No lo sé, Rick, parece falso. Pero bueno, ay, hace mucho frío, amigos. Bueno, es que no es la 1 de la mañana, ¿no? También yo. También hay un...
She could have done a lot of this in her own room.
Hay como... Acá, ¿vieron eso? Hay como una sombra atrás de mí, pero como que siento que se está acercando más rápido a mí.
Could just be a normal person.
Midway through her video, she notices this figure walking briskly towards her before mysteriously going poof. Coincidentally, she was just talking about a ghost believed to lurk the streets at night called Rokaru Kabai. So, we can understand her paranoia. And when she thought her night couldn't get spookier, this happens.
La vas a poder ver así como rápido, por el rabillo del ojo, por como de reflejo, en reflejos de espejos, superficies. Vaya. Oye, escuché como pasos. A ver, yo no estoy en una bañera, compadre. Yo no Yo no. Ok. Güey, no hay nadie, o sea. De que literal no. O sea, no hay nadie. Anyways, como les decía.
Could be a ninja.
She hears approaching footsteps, and she turns to see.
Granted, they're a pretty bad
who
ninja
it
if you're able to
is.
hear their footsteps.
She
But
sees nothing. But did you notice how her hair got blown by the wind as she turned? At that moment, she was sharing the ritual rites of summoning a ghost who was believed to stalk whoever summoned it, although she claimed to have omitted some parts of the ritual, because she had inadvertently invoked this spirit on herself. Well, this is where it gets bizarre.
Repetirlo. Tienes que volver a meterte a la bañera a la misma hora, hacer los mismos pasos, decir otra vez su nombre 3 veces y entonces así el fantasma va a entender qué es eso.
could just be a person trying to smoke.
Una que está como parada bien raro y está viendo hacia acá. Güey. O sea, no se mueve. No se mueve. Güey, ¿por qué no se mueve?
She encounters something or someone dressed in an all-black bodysuit, trying to light a cigarette. However, this figure has an eerie feeling, as it doesn't move or flinch on a cold night. And when she
Well, it's
zoomed
cold.
in
He could just
on the
be-
image, this person or thing seemed to have an elongated face.
Could be his
Did she
hands.
get more than what she bargained for on this trip by meddling with the superstitions, supernatural entities of a foreign land? Or was she just being paranoid and her mind
Most
played
likely
tricks on
paranoid.
her? You be the judge. Number 2.
I'm just gonna say she was paranoid.
Hospital night shift.
You talk about spooky
While
stuff,
working a night
your mind
shift
gets kind of
alone,
freaked out.
This security guard started hearing strange noises in the reception area. Knowing that the things she was seeing and hearing would be hard to explain to her colleagues the following day, she decided to whip out her phone and
Ooh.
record what she saw. Here's what was caught.
Esto lo voy a dejar registrado porque son 16 de diciembre, 11 de la noche. Bueno, mira, esta wea está pasando hace mucho rato y yo acá estoy sola, weón. No hay nadie.
Wheelchair moves?
Who or what
Called it.
moved that wheelchair? Since when did wheelchairs have self-driving features? Or did someone push it as she panned the camera away? Jump cuts? Probably. But given the history of hospitals as paranormal hotspots, we tend to lean towards the theory that something pushed it. But don't take our word for it. Share your thoughts in the comments.
Magic.
Steps coming from inside a closet in the attic. The sound of someone walking when it is evident they have nowhere to go.
Number
Yeah,
1.
I missed
Late
what he
night
saw.
Creeps. Get ready to have your hearts racing like a sprinter on steroids with this video of a man on the receiving end of some paranormal attention.
I actually thought it was gonna be it for a second. Bitch, what?
Although short, this is one hell of a scary video. Did you spot the paranormal Easter egg towards the end?
Yes.
As if the knocking and door opening by itself wasn't terrifying enough. A scary looking face popped up above the door as the door
Peekaboo.
opened. Not to mention how abruptly the video ends, while the internet is littered with thousands of such videos. The fact that this was the only clip uploaded of the encounter, coupled with the man whining like a scared baby, adds an eerie authenticity. Could this have been a real poltergeist attack? Or is it just another bid for online popularity? Let us know your thoughts.
See, I feel like if it was a bid for online popularity, then you'd want credit for it. That last one was pretty good though. Like it was short, straight to the point. I want more information about it, you know, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like it. Give me more spookiness. I did kind of, it spooked me a little bit. It did. So give Goose Pimples some love. I do have to say, I like the fact that he shouted out that other YouTuber, the smaller one. Hold on, let me go back and find specifically the guy's name. What? Sleep is canceled? Go check him out. I'm actually gonna check him out now that I think about it as well. I like it when people like give shout outs to smaller channels or help people out. It's always a good thing to see. You know? But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what else I should react to in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. Subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a like rating as well. And hopefully your Spooktober is having so much fun. And spooky stuff's not necessarily happening straight to you. But if it is, then get a bat and swing away. It's a ghost and you just start, where are you? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.